Hi, today I am going to explain the basic concepts of Unity 3D like creating objects and their properties.
Now let's see how to create a game object. So you can create a game object in two ways. One, you can go to the hierarchy and right click on it. You will find different options there: create empty, create 3D object, 2D object, light, audio. These are all the game objects in your game. Or you can go to the ribbon, you will find game object there. After clicking that, you can find the same options when you right click on the hierarchy. So now let's add a 3D game object to our scene. Now I am going to add a cube to my scene. So when I add a cube, you can find it in the scene mode and in the hierarchy. On the right side, you have inspector. There you can find different types of properties which belong to the cube. These properties are also called as components. So now if I want to add a gravity property to the game object, that is cube, I'll go to the bottom here and I'll add a component. After clicking on the add component, you can find different types of components here. To add gravity, we need to add a component called rigid body, and you can find it in physics or just search for it. So we have two types of rigid bodies, rigid body and rigid body 2D. We just added a 3D object, so we'll go for rigid body. So when I click on that rigid body, it will automatically add the component to the inspector. Here you can find use gravity. So when I untake it and run my game, you can find the cube, it's constant, it's not moving, or there is no gravity applied to this cube. So now let's add the gravity to this cube. Now I'll go to the inspector, rigid body, and I'll just take the use gravity option here, and now I'll run my game. You can find the cube falling down. So this is the real world scenario when you add a gravity to an object